Dear students on Lagos State University Open and Distance Learning Research Institute, I am Olanrewaju Dosunmu, one of your facilitators for MAT 105, Statistics for Management and Social Sciences 1. Now, what is this course all about? It is about describing data. So in this course, we shall learn how data can be described. The course is divided into 3 modules, each of 5 units. In module 1, we shall be looking at some methods of statistics. In module 2, we shall be summarizing univariate data. And in module 3, we shall be describing multivariate data. Now, as we go along, we hope you enjoy the lessons. Thank you.
Dear students, let's begin our study of statistics by looking at Unit 1 of our lesson notes. In Unit 1, we have the meaning, role, and uses of statistics. So in this unit, what are the lesson objectives? By the end of this unit, you should be able to define statistics. And another objective is you should be able to give some uses of statistics in business and social sciences. And then the third and the last objective for this unit will be to demonstrate the role of statistics to business and social sciences through the. So what is statistics? Statistics, like many other subjects, can be defined in several ways. And these various definitions arise as a result of different aspects of the encounter of experts with the subjects. For instance, some experts will define statistics as the systematic method of collecting, organizing, presenting, and summarizing data, as well as analyzing data on the basis of sample collected. Some other definition would say statistics is the science and art of understanding data. But for our own course, we want to adopt the definition of statistics, which focuses on data. And in this case, we define statistics as the systematic method of transforming data into useful information. Now, this definition has some words that we should be critical about. The first is data, another is method, and the third is information. So we need to fair understanding of these 3 terms. So what is data? For now, let us simply say that data are the basic facts required for a study. That is, when a study is needed or is to be conducted, we make use of what we call data, which represent the raw facts about the study. Then the other one is method in that definition. By method, we refer to the processing techniques or the transformation techniques of statistics. Recall that we said that statistics transforms data to information. So the process of transformation is what we call the methods of statistics. And this course will largely reside around these transformation techniques in statistics. Now the third is information. Now by information, we simply mean the results of a study. That's what we call transformation. That is, you started with data, you processed the data, and then you have an information. So the result of a study is what we call information. So simply put, you can say an information is processed data. I will now define statistics. Let's see some of the uses of statistics in business and social sciences. But let us say first that statistics can be applied in several fields of knowledge. But for our own purpose here, we want to look at the uses of statistics only around business and social sciences. And even then, we shall just take a look at some of them. So we have a use of statistics in administration, in economics, in finance, in operations management and quality control, in marketing, in sociology, in education, in geography, in political science, and in psychology, just to mention a few. How statistics can be used in each of these business and social science areas. For instance, in administration, the main job of an administrator, be it government administrator, industrial administrator, or even an individual, is to make decisions. And these decisions are made on events that occur in future. These events in turn are characterized by randomness and uncertainties. Now when we say randomness, we mean these events, in this case from business point of view, we are looking at want to make decisions on money, men, material, and machines. Now these decisions will be made on these events for future purposes. For instance, if you say money, you want to start a business and you need money. So you have to decide how you want to source for money, bearing in mind that money also has its own costs. So whereas you are looking at money as some form of resource that can generate further resources for you, but such resource of money also has costs. So if you do not take good decisions on how you source for money, you might end up making wrong decisions that will make your industry to lose money. You may gain money from running business, but you also lose money partly by paying for the cost of capital. The same goes for men, material, and machine. So what we are saying here, therefore, is that while you are trying to make decisions, we clearly know that we want to make decisions on events that will occur in future that we cannot determine in certainty. And not only that these decisions are random. Randomness here means that there is no systematic pattern of knowing the outcome of these events. So they just occur randomly. So it means it's going to be very difficult making decisions under these situations. And this is actually part of the situations under which decisions are made. As such, the emphasis here is that careful planning is needed in order to make decisions on future events that are characterized by randomness and uncertainty. And then we can just simply tell you here that statistics is of great help in this regard. In fact, there is a whole body of statistics that is devoted to this area alone, and that is business statistics. Now, statistics is applied in economics for making optimal choices in the face of limited resources. And this is a situation where there are many competing needs. Statistics does this through indicators, economic indicators, and then using econometric models. Also in finance, statistics is very useful in the area of fiscal and monetary policies, in which case in the determination of cost of capital or tax policies. Also in accounting, statistics is useful in the areas of debt management, and in insurance it is useful in the area of risk management. Actuarial statistics is now a major field in statistics. In operations management and quality control, statistics is very useful in the area of product and process control. And this is done through control charts, acceptance sampling, inspection. You don't need to worry, these are things you get to know as you journey on in your study of statistics. Also in transport management and project management, statistics is of high. In marketing, statistics is popularly used for market research. This is particularly helpful in the determination of consumer preferences. That's where you want to know the preferences of consumers in the quality of products or services, and then in their pricing and at the may be needed. Now in sociology, where the relation between human beings and their immediate environment is being studied, statistics is of high necessity. Of course, we know that human beings are rational, whereas the environment in which human being resides is majorly uncontrollable. Social statistics is also a very important field of statistics. In education, statistics is used for planning and development, and also in area of test evaluation and measurement. Geography, statistics is widely used for planning of urban centers and also for the analysis of data for mineral. In political science, Statistics is used for opinion polls, example like pre or post-election surveys. Psychology, statistics is used in the determination of stress or depression level in other psychological behavior of an individual. Now let's turn to the role of statistics in business and society. Now, statistics perform several different activities. And the first of these activities is the design phase, followed by exploratory phase, and then the modeling phase, the estimation phase, and lastly the hypothesis testing phase. These phases are usually gone through in the performance of statistical function. For instance, if you take in business and you want to apply statistics to an area of business, then you are most likely going to go through these 5 phases. So let us see how each phase works. The design phase of a statistical activity is the phase where the template for gathering or collecting data is designed. It's the design phase where you design the template for the gathering of data, and it's a very important phase. Now, the objective of this phase is to be able to get a cost-effective data and a most informative data. Phase is the phase in which the collected data is to be described, and the objective of this phase is to be able to gain understanding of the collected data. Now, the description of the data is achieved through the approach we call statistical methods, some of which include use of tables, charts, graphs, and summary values. The modeling phase is the phase where the data that is under study is to be generated artificially. Of course, we said earlier that these data are random, but in order to be able to generate random data, it will require that we look at the structure of the data as well as the components of the randomness in the data. So if you look at equation 1.1, we have data equals structure plus noise. The structure is the systematic component of the data, while the noise is the random component of data, and that is the component that actually makes the artificially generated data random. So in statistics, the modeling will lay emphasis on the structure. That's to know the structure that is systematic in the data and then add some random noise to it. The phase is the phase in which the unknown quantity is to be approximated, and this unknown quantity usually emanate from the previous phase, that's the modeling phase. That phase would have been parameterized by some few values, few unknown values. So the estimation or the approximation to these unknown values is what we call the estimation phase. And then the testing phase is the phase where decision is to be made on 2 or more different possibilities. By the way, what's an hypothesis? An hypothesis is a definite and tentative statement about an unknown situation. So when you make a statement, definite statement about an unknown situation, then that is an hypothesis. But of course, such statement could be either true or false. So we use data to validate our hypothesis. Of course, the data also, we have said in the design phase, should be carefully collected so that the data will not wrongly judge the situation under study, because the data itself, if faulty, will reject a true hypothesis or may accept a false hypothesis. So the effort in statistics is to try and minimize the chance of making error in. In conclusion, statistics through this lesson should have been seen to be highly indispensable, especially for anyone who is concerned about making informed decision. Now, this course is concerned with the design and exploratory phases of statistics. That is, the other three phases of statistics will be considered at higher level. Now, in summary, what have we learned in this lesson? First, we defined statistics from a data focus point of view, because there are many definitions of statistics. And this definition says that statistics is the systematic method of transforming data to useful information. Next, we looked at the uses of statistics in both business and social sciences. And then lastly, we discussed the 5 principal activities of statistics, which are design phase, exploratory phase, modeling phase, estimation phase, and the hypothesis testing.
Okay, so let's have the questions. You introduce yourself and then ask your question.
I am David Selman. Sir, can you give us some of the methods of statistics?
That's a wonderful question. That is actually what this course is all about. That is, when you say methods of statistics, you are referring to those techniques and processes through which data will be processed to obtain information. And some of them include how data will be organized, how data will be presented, how data will be summarized using some summary statistics. Does that answer your question?
Thank you, sir.
Okay. So, over to you. You can introduce yourself and ask your question.
I am Isaac. And I would like you to please give us an example of an hypothesis in business management.
Okay, example. Yeah, that's also a wonderful question. Okay, an example of an hypothesis in business management could be, there are several. But let's say, we want to say that, because we said in the course of the lesson that an hypothesis has to be definite, though tentative. So let us say an example would be, there is no relationship between worker motivation and
Organizational performance. Okay.
does that answer your question?